Hello, thanks for watching my Niagara Falls and Toronto video. I started off in Niagara Falls, Canada, but I spent time on both the US and Canadian side. I started with a boat tour. It was a large boat called the Maid of the Mist, and you went right near the falls on boat, right underneath it, and you get super wet. So after going to the Maid of the Mist on that boat, I went to the Cave of the Winds, where you go to the side of Niagara Falls, you go down an elevator, and you start at the bottom and you walk yourself up through a stairway and you can get soaked. You're right near that waterfall, and I got so soaked that I got my AirPods soaked and I had to let them dry for like a day or two. Luckily they were fine, but a lot of water, a lot of water. So I went over to the Canadian side by crossing the Rainbow Bridge, and the Canadian side is way more developed. There's tons of restaurants, bars. There's even a unique like Burger King and stuff. And there's also this tower that I went to, the Skylon Tower, and it's this massive tower that's mainly a viewing thing. You just take an elevator up, and you can see a really cool view of Niagara Falls that you'll see in a few seconds. So I don't go whitewater rafting often, but I know that there's like levels 1 through 3 usually. 4 is extreme, 5 is extreme. But in Niagara Falls, they have level 6. And so basically level 6 is like unnavigationable or something like that. Anyway, there's this boat with I think like 2 V8 engines in it, and they take you into an area, not the most extreme area of Niagara Falls, but a pretty extreme area, and they go through the rapids, and it was pretty intense. And yeah, you get wet too, but yeah, it was just intense. So there's this bar called Anchor Bar, and it originated in Buffalo, New York. And they had one in Niagara Falls, which is like an hour away. And buffalo wings were originally from there, according to them. They claim that their originator of the buffalo wings were okay, not that great, but worth trying. After Niagara Falls, I went to Toronto, aka the Six. And Toronto is an interesting city. It was super diverse culturally and ethnically. And it was interesting. They had like magic mushrooms everywhere and weed shops. It's definitely an interesting city with a lot of artwork. And I started off my first day by going to Toronto Island, where I rented a bike. I actually took the bike on the boat. And then rode around Toronto Island on the boat. It's a cool little island, and I ended up going to some type of Indian festival, so that was kind of cool. I think it was a holiday. I'm not sure which holiday. When I go to another country, it's important to, check out the culture and check out the food. And Canada is another country, and they're known for their poutine. So I went to Smokes Poutine, and it's basically like French fries with gravy and cheese curds and different toppings, and it was pretty cool. Then I went to the Toronto Arab Festival. It was really cool. I had a lot of Arab food that I've never had before from like Afghanistan and Syria. So it was a really cool festival. People were dancing and celebrating, and I ended up getting Turkish ice cream, as you'll see later. As with any country I go to, I gotta try out the McDonald's, and this McDonald's in Canada had poutine, and it was good. I wouldn't get it again, but it was definitely interesting. All right, cool.
And then I burn it.
Okay, thank you. Bien, yeah. I love seeing so many people on the street. So I ended up going to this place called Chef's House, and it was a school for chefs, and they had discounted meals because, they're chefs that are in training, and it was a 3-course meal for like $20, and it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it, and I got to critique them, and it's definitely an experience that if I see another chef's school or something like that again, I'll go to that. going to the Toronto Rib Festival, which they had pretty good ribs. I had like 3 different types, but I didn't realize it was in the Times Square of Toronto, which is pretty cool. There's a bunch of billboards and signs and tons of people, and there was a rib festival. So it was kind of like the best of both worlds. I think it was called Yonji Do I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's an interesting place. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.